across the UK, online and on DAB.
We are Talk.
Talk Radio. Give it some lip.
Talk Radio.
James, stop talking because I'm on the air now, and what you were saying was, it may be true, but it was actually libelous. Oh, thank God he's gone.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
If you get in trouble, bring it home to me. Whether I am near you or across the sea, I will think of something to do. I'll be on the lookout for you, and I'll find you. You can count on me. And don't you let 'em get you against the wall, 'cause I'll be there to catch you, and I won't let you fall. Call me if they hit you below. Call me when there's nowhere to go, and I'll be there. You can count on me. You can count on me. And if they all desert you and you start to bend, you know I won't let them hurt you, and I don't pretend. Don't call if you got nothing to say. Don't call me if you just want to play, but call me on Devil's Day. You can count on me. You can count on.
Sammy Davis Jr. strutting around the studio with a massive boner because he's singing the lyrics to the Hawaii Five-0 theme. Cock of the studio. Whoa! Sammy Davis Jr. singing lyrics to the Hawaii Five-0 theme tune. Imagine that! Imagine the power he must have felt in his loins, knowing that he was going to sing brand new lyrics to what has got to be, dear listener, the greatest theme tune of all time. Just think for a second, right, and try and imagine a better theme tune than the Hawaii Five-0 theme tune. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Because there isn't one. It's powerful. It's thrusting. It's manly. I can't even remember seeing a woman in Hawaii Five-0. Maybe a hot Hawaiian chick on the beach once or twice. And instantly, it conjures up images of men pounding away in the sea on that boat, on that strange, like, slave ship. You know, the kind of, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, you know, that kind of thing. And Jack Lord stood on a balcony and turning round. The greatest theme tune for a TV show. Let's not drag movies into the mix. We'd muddy the waters if we were to include movies. I'm speaking strictly television, and Catherine, I'd love a glass of cold, cool water, please, because it's going to be one of those nights. Imagine Sammy Davis Jr. strutting around the studio with a glass of scotch in one hand, a cigar in the other, and two women about twice the size of him either side. And the producer goes, Mr. Davis. Now, when it's a junior, would you say Mr. Davis Jr.? I'm gonna assume you would. Mr. Davis Jr., it's time for you to cut your vocal. Oh, okay. He knocks back the whiskey. He kisses both the women on the cheeks. And he strides up to the microphone and nails it. Boom! And the producer says, that was great, Mr. Davis Jr. Can we go for one more? And he goes, no, you've got it. That was it. I ain't doing no more. It's time to party. And then he goes back to the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas with the two chicks, and they spend all day at it. Wow. That's show business, dear listeners. That, for me, is what show business... That little made-up scenario is the reason I got into show business. Even though I've only just thought of it, that's the reason. Thank you, Edward. That's the reason I got into show business, was to be like Sammy Davis Jr. in a made-up scenario that I just concocted. Good evening, dear listener. Iain Lee. Talk Radio. A phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show, in that you can call in about anything you want. Oh, I bet the other places are doing Ban the Burqa. Ban the Burqa, ban the Burqa. Bet they're all doing Ban the Burqa, which is fine. You know, it's fine if that's what you want to do, but what is there to say? Do you think we should ban the Burqa? Someone phones up, yes. Next person phones up, no. Next person phones up, well, I don't like the Burqa. Think it's the product of a sexist, patriarchal religion and cultural norms that demean women in an attempt to take away not only their identity, but also everything that makes them unique and special. I'd interrupt and go, well, that is identity. They go, yeah, you're right. I just thought I had a second thing to say and I didn't. I go, that's fine, carry on. But I don't think this is the person making the point, not me. You don't know what my views are on it. I don't think we should ban it. I think once we start telling women what they can and can't wear, that way madness lies. Boom. And that's your phone in. Now imagine that, but for 3 hours. 3 solid hours of that. Of yes, no, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. Imagine it. If you want that, get your radio, put it on FM if you're in London, go to 97.3, or if you've got the DAB, go to BBC London, right? Because that's what you'll be getting, guys. You'll be getting 3 solid hours of that. Or, if it's not that, it'll be about a red, white and blue Brexit. What? Phone in last night on the way home. What do you think Theresa May means by red, white and blue Brexit? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything, you pudding. It means she ain't got a flipping clue what she's talking about. That's what it means. Imagine 3 hours of Burqa Brexit bullshine. Because that's what all the other radio stations are offering you right now, guys. Right now. If you want it, it's out there. BBC London, LBC, 5 Live. There you 3. There's the holy trinity of dull. The holy trinity of boredom. The holy trinity of giving people the same old crap time after time after time. It's boring. It's ridiculous. So this show is nothing like that. You can call in about those things if you want. but you better have something damn good to say about it, right? This show, you can call in about anything you want. Maybe something's happened to you today. Maybe there's a story in your local newspaper that we should be talking about. Maybe you just want to show off because your 6-year-old kid came home with a sticker. Well, you can. 03. Oh, phone number coming. Are you ready? 03 44 499 1000 is the telephone number. Maybe you had a nervous breakdown at the weekend. You can phone in and tell me about that. Thank you, Ed.
No worries.
I work with nice people. I work with Ed, who is nice. I work with Catherine, who is nice, who's a little bit flighty sometimes. We all thought we had Peter Tatchell on today, and I was very, very excited. And I've watched loads of Peter Tatchell videos, and then just before the show, Catherine, it's next week. Doesn't matter, because it does mean I've spent a brilliant hour watching loads of Peter Tatchell videos. There are worse ways you could spend an evening. Trust me. The bloke's an absolute legend. And we have decided, Catherine and I have decided, in an attempt to get away from all the negativity of the radio and to make this show celebratory, we're going to celebrate people like Peter Tatchell, because he is an absolute legend. You're a bit bored, right? Go on YouTube, type in Peter Tatchell, Mugabe, where Peter Tatchell attempts to put Mugabe under a citizen's arrest. Oh, it's like the best episode of Banzai or Balls of Steel you've never seen. Imagine an episode of Banzai where Mr. Shaky Hands has to go up to Mugabe and shake his hand for as long as he can. It's like that, but better. Or if you're feeling bored, type in Peter Tatchell, Moscow, where he goes to Moscow to join a peaceful protest about people wanting to have a gay rights march. And he's just stood there talking to the press. Someone pours water on him. That's not nice. Then he stood there talking to the press, and out of nowhere comes this massive Russian fist and smacks him in the face. And then guess what happens? Peter Tatchell gets arrested. It's incredible. I've had the privilege of meeting Peter Tatchell twice, I think. Once was 14 years ago when I was doing a programme called The 11 O'Clock Show on television. And there were calls that our show was homophobic. It wasn't, but we used language that was perhaps inappropriate. And I was really keen to speak to Peter Tatchell to get his view on what we were doing, right? And the producers were bricking themselves. They were worried he was going to use our rubbish little show as an opportunity to make a protest. They were worried he was going to handcuff himself to the set or pour paint over us or whatever. And he didn't. He came out and was the most charming, delightful man. Now, I was slightly distracted during the Peter Tatchell interview because several hours before, I'd received my first ever death threat. Yeah! I was in my dressing room at London Studios, and I had a phone call, and I answered it, and it was someone telling me they were going to kill me. That was a little bit scary, and I found it a little bit distracting. Then I met Peter Tatchell a few months ago on Sam Delaney's programme he does for Russia Today, and I spoke to him very briefly. But I thanked him for all of the work that he does and has done and continues to do. There are so many videos on YouTube of him confronting bullies. Mugabe, Nick Griffin, remember her? All kinds of people. And he's a legend, an absolute legend. And then you get some idiots, who he's been very, very gracious about, no platforming him, because they claim he's a racist, and he's anti-trans people. Well, he's not. He just said that people like Jermaine Greer, who have perhaps not been as pro-trans as society, as some people would like, should have the freedom to say what they say. Doesn't make him anti-trans, but some little oiks at some 2-bit college then got all arsey with him. The man is a legend. He's even more of a legend because on Twitter I was saying he was coming on, and then I just said, "Oh, sorry, Peter, it's next week." And he went, "Yeah, I did wonder why the change in why the change in date." He'll be on next week. Where does that leave us? It leaves us hosting a late-night radio show, unlike any other late-night radio show, in that you can call in if you want. Sherlock, Mark, Patrick, Kyle, I can see you there. One thing I'm going to say this. Yeah. I've upped my game the last couple of weeks, right? And I know that Kath and Ed have upped their game the last couple of weeks. We have all upped our game the last couple of weeks. Here's the thing. I think you as callers need to start upping your game a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Just you need to up your game a little bit. Yes, you can call in about anything you want, okay? Anything you want. Just up your game a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that with you, guys. I'm going to leave that with you. And maybe I'm going to start being a little bit firmer. Some people got in touch. I cut some bloke off. Was it Joe? I cut off the other day. Just he came on with an attitude. And I didn't fancy talking to someone with an attitude, so he went. Now, we're celebratory and we embrace and we love and all of that stuff, but if I'm detecting, just like meanness or rudeness, and I don't fancy talking to meanness or rudeness, you're gone. Simple as. Yeah? Yeah? You want to play? Yeah, you want to play a grown-ups game? Well, here we go. We've had our kindergartens closed down, and we're jumping straight to the workplace. 03, with that in mind, 03 44 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give me a call. This is Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Evening, Mark.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right, but I'm bunged up, okay? I'm quite bunged up in my nose. I don't think I've got a cold. The last month or so, I've been a bit, a little bit something.
Have you just tried hacking it up, like really going for it?
Wow. That is... No, it just, my nose just feels a little bit... I just feel a little bit like this. And I've started using, the Vicks Sinex, the squeezy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm always loath to use that because here's the thing, like Vicks Sinex is like Carmex in that it's addictive. Once you start using it, I can get through like 3 bottles of Vicks Sinex over a period of 3 weeks. And it says in the thing, only used for 3 or 4 days. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice. But because I'm using it to help me breathe, it's self-fulfilling. And what I have to do is then not buy any more. And after about 5 days, my nose clears up. So I'm trying to avoid the Vicks Sinex apart from like one sniff before I go to bed so I can fall asleep.
I think what you're wary of is that gap between being blocked up and coming off of the Sinex and not being able to breathe.
Yes.
And then being able to breathe again. What you don't want is a period of, say, 24 hours when you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Because that would be pretty lethal.
That would be pretty lethal. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I kind of called in because the other day you very briefly mentioned cemetery etiquette.
Yes.
About not stepping on graves and things like that.
Yeah.
And I was at the cemetery the other day, and sometimes I just sort of chat to my dad when I'm there, but there are people quite nearby, and you don't want them overhearing what you're saying because it's a private conversation.
Yeah.
But my dad was quite hard of hearing when he passed away.
Right.
So I'm wondering, do you think they have the hearing they have when they die?
That is a good question.
Or are they like the perfect, individual they were, in their prime?
That's an excellent question. How old was your dad when he passed?
73.
So, yeah, so you do wonder, because imagine a couple get married in their 20s, and then sadly she dies at 25, and he doesn't marry again, right? But he lives for another 50 years. Yeah. So he dies at 75, and then they go to heaven.
And he turns up as a wizened old man.
Yeah, and she's still hot and stuff, and he's like old. Would they find that attractive? Or
they've got a pub with, haven't they? They signed up to it when they married, and it's in the terms and conditions.
Or what happens if he marries again, right?
Ooh,
and then she dies, and he marries again, and she dies, and then he goes up to heaven. And there are 3 wives of different ages waiting for him. Where would he go?
Do you think just the most godly one gets in?
Yeah, maybe the first one.
There has to be a system, isn't there?
There's got to be some kind of system for people going into heaven. But I would, I suspect, Mark, that his hearing would be absolutely perfect.
Well, that's good, because
he can hear you with a whisper.
Well, that makes me feel better, because I do tend to whisper a little, but then I think, he's just sitting there getting frustrated trying to hear me.
Will you speak up, son?
Yeah, well, exactly, but, and then I feel bad.
Do people still get buried? Because I thought the ground was all full up.
Well, I think if you plan ahead enough, you can get a slot. Like, my mum's already allocated the slot next to him. The gravestone is there with her name on, just without a date. So she's already got it all sort of sorted out. So, but it feels a bit presumptuous.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm cremation for me, I think, is the way to go.
Yeah, I think I'd like to be maybe shot into space in a rocket, something like that.
Although when you go to a cremation and you then come out afterwards, that plume of smoke coming out the chimney, flipping heck.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to one when it rains, but you do get the feeling that it's coming back down at you.
Nana's raining on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man alive. Well, I hope that makes things easier for you, Mark.
Yeah, I feel less guilty about sort of whispering and trying to avoid being overheard by other people. So I think that's good.
Nice one. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you calling in. Patrick.
Good evening.
Good evening, Patrick.
Blimey, that was a conversation. Dead people, prettiest dead wife.
Huh?
I would definitely go for the pretty one, though, wouldn't you?
Well, could you not work out a deal where you get them all at once?
It was such a massive conundrum. To be fair, I only rang up to say hello. And then Mark came in with his dad, who's hard of hearing, and then what had happened, and the cremated, and then the pretty wife, and then the rain. And to be fair, it's sort of like, I think it's quite difficult to deal with, if I'm honest with you.
Can I just say, there's someone on, there's a brilliant page on Facebook, Patrick, called the Talk Radio Listeners page. It's set up by a bloke called Lee, right? And every night, he goes on and he starts a little thread for this show, and people go on and chat about it. And most people are nice, and some people are a little bit rude, and all of that.
No need.
It's a Facebook page, and it's brilliant. And me and Kath were members of this Facebook page for a while, and then we kind of thought, well, we were seeing stuff we didn't want to see, but we didn't want to. We didn't want to get in the way of people saying what they want to say. And if people want to, not everyone's going to enjoy the show, and that's
free speech.
Free speech. There's a gentleman called Dean who's just posted a thread. Dean Nicholson.
But just now?
Yeah. I just want to ask a question that's been bothering me. I would like to know what you all think. I think James Whale will be better at 10 p.m. and Iain Lee will be better at 7 p.m. And here we go, Patrick. He's got good reason to think this. Number one, when you see Iain Lee on webcam, he looks tired. I think he means tired. And them hours would be better for him with the looks of things. Dean, if your only concern about swapping me and James is that I look tired, don't worry, buddy. I always look tired. Whatever time of the day or night, if it's literally, and that's all you've posted there, so I'm guessing you are literally concerned about my health, which is not in question, and my sleep, lack of or otherwise. So let me put your mind at ease, Dean. I am always tired. I would not feel less tired if I was on at 7. James Whale is the perfect warm-up act for me. He does a pretty good job. I mean, he's a little bit old-fashioned, but I remember him from the 80s, so it's good that he's got some work. So, Dean, thank you.
If I may interject there.
You may, sir.
Having met you as such 4 years ago, Three Counties. No, not met you physically. Radio Three Counties on the early show.
Yes.
Then, to be fair,
I was tired then, wasn't I?
Yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Yeah. But quick question for you.
Yeah.
In case you've got someone waiting.
No. Well.
Great.
Yeah, but
I purchased the night ticket to see you and Kath for something.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
What? Oh. Where?
It's a phone-in show that you can't phone into.
Oh, it's a live phone-in show in front of an audience. Yeah. The one in January?
Yes.
Beautiful. We'll see you there.
Oh, grand. Anyway, thank you. But it all seems very well. I'm loving the show.
Oh, thank you.
I love all the bits and bobs. I still can't get me head over, when you're dying, you might have 3 wives, and which one you got to choose.
Well, we can pursue that. We'll pursue that a bit tonight, Patrick. Maybe we'll get some Christians. What we want is a Christian, a Muslim. This is what we want. Christian, a Muslim, and a Jew.
All walked into a bar. And we want a Buddhist. We want a bit of reincarnation. Do you come back when you die and come back? Because that's what they think. Do you come back and marry the same woman, or do you come back as like a tortoise or a chair? To be fair, I would like to be the person I was when I died.
What, when you come back? As reincarnation? That would be freaky.
No, because I'm assuming that if you go back, I don't like looking back. I'd rather be where I was. Just come back and go, okay, I'm dead, but I'm walking around, and how are you? How are you?
Well, hang on, are you talking about being a zombie?
No, not a zombie.
Because I don't know if any of the main... I don't think any of the main faiths believe in zombies. Or are you saying reincarnated?
No, not so much, but returned, not reincarnated. So if, say, for instance, you died on a Monday.
Yes.
And, me personally, I'm being cremated.
Yeah.
But I'll come back as a sort of ghost person, but just be myself. But you've obviously died because you're ill, or you're not well, or you've been hit by a bus, or whatever.
Because you're ill or you're not well, yeah.
Yeah, but irrespective, but you'll come back as a healthy person of that age, and you go, oh, look, here's, I can see this, I can see what's going on, and, there's my dog.
And would you be, and people would interact with you, and you'd still go to work and stuff?
I didn't think past that point, to be fair.
You either talking about being a ghost or not dying.
No, but, see, if people die,
yeah,
then I lost someone close many, many years ago.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to see them again.
Yeah,
but they've never come to me as a ghost.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, are the ghosts, are the real people? No one's ever tapped on the shoulder and said, take the left road, the right road. But if but I'm hoping if I did go, then I could come back. Maybe not to say hello to people, but just to see, just to see what's going on around me without me. It's like the Christmas film, what's it called? Wonderful Life, best film.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to be.
Well, my name is James Stewart. I've been practicing my James Stewart impression.
I heard it yesterday.
It wasn't brilliant. Patrick, listen, I've got to move on because I'm late for a break, and we have got a few calls. I appreciate that. Yeah, can we get a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew? I'm not so interested in talking to Sikhs. And a Buddhist, and we'll find out what's going on. Can we do that? Brilliant, nice one. All right, Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Till death us do part. Till death us do part. So once you're dead, you can go up to heaven and you can have it away with anyone you want, I think, is the lesson that we've learnt from that. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. DJ Ötzi.
Hey, man, how's it going? It's your old friend, DJ Ötzi, Ian. How you doing, man? Hey, baby, come on. Ooh. You didn't do it, man. How you doing? Hello?
I'm good, DJ. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time since we spoke together. We had a good time together a few years ago in the year 2000, man. And I'm here to talk with you on the air. The Austrian pop master is coming down with the Euro dance hit. Hey, but you remember the hit that we did together?
You start it off and I'll join in.
Yeah, you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, baby. Yeah. I want to know right now if you be my girl.
Yeah, baby. This is good stuff, baby.
It is DJ Ötzi. Flipping it.
Yeah.
We've not seen each other since the year 2000.
We have not seen each other for so long, man, because you've not been to Austria for so long. Why have you not come to see me in Austria?
I've been busy. I've had kids, and, it's been busy. How are you? What have you been up to, DJ Ötzi?
That's a long story.
Yeah?
I found out because I know you want to talk Brexit, okay?
What?
You want to talk Brexit?
Well,
let's do it. Come on.
What?
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go, baby.
He's off.
Good, baby. I wanna know.
Wow.
It works, man. It's a new thing. I think this could make $1 million. What are you using over there, guys?
Huh?
What are you using over there, guys?
What do you mean using?
Like the dollar.
Oh, we're using.
You know, like the dollar, man. Or you the euro? Over here.
We're still using the pound sterling, DJ Ötzi.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to talk about burkers?
Well, what do you think about burkers, DJ Ötzi?
3, 4, 5. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't really have an opinion on that. But if we can use it in the Euro pocket, you're going to make lots of money.
We can make a lot of Benjamins out.
What are you using? What are you using over there, man?
What do you mean using?
It's just the dollar.
No, we just
the euro.
It's still it's still the pound sterling.
You remember me, right? You remember me when we met in Austria together in Vienna?
I'm being honest, DJ Ötzi. I'm not sure I do remember you.
Not even the song, man?
It doesn't ring any bells.
But it was like a remix version of the song that I put together. I know you probably think that my Austrian accent isn't what it used to be. But I travel the world with this Euro pop hit, man.
Yeah,
it's big.
I'm sure I would remember, DJ Ötzi, if I'd had a Euro pop hit with you. in the year 2000. I don't think I've even been to Austria.
But you know the song, right?
Well, I've heard of the song, but I don't remember.
You know the song. All I'm saying to you is that, you know, we had a connection.
I don't remember recording.
We did have a connection.
I don't remember.
We had a connection.
I don't think I know you. Well, that was awkward.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
You can text as well, 87222, 25 pence plus your normal sending charge. Jess in Birmingham has texted. Good night, Iain Lee. I'm at work, so I can't call in. Why don't we say good night? Because you'd say at the start of a conversation. Because you'd say good morning at the start of a conversation. Morning. How are you? Not good night. How are you? We don't do that. Isn't that weird? Isn't language a strange thing? Anyway. Last week was my best mate's dad's funeral. When they arrived at the cemetery, someone else was buried in his space on top of his dead wife. Earlier that day, they still haven't buried him. Is that real? Can that happen? I feel a little bit like the guy reading out the text about beef curtains. You know, someone is laughing hysterically. Is that real? You've heard the clip about the beef curtains, haven't you? Have I played that to you? Oh, have I not played that to you? Oh, it's an absolutely stupendous bit of broadcasting. There's some people presenting a show, and a text comes in, and they read it, and, well, you have a listen to this.
Definitely. Oh, hang on. We just had a text message here. My name is Margaret, and I have a lovely pair of thick beef curtains.
Oh.
No, you don't make curtains out of beef.
And I'm looking for another pair for my spare room. Has anyone got a pair for sale? Thick beef curtain. Am I missing something here?
Yeah. Is that for midnight snacks?
Could they be buff? Could they be beige?
Could be beige.
It could be beige. Could that, Margaret? It could be some innuendo here that I'm not reading in, which I should understand. It could be, I don't know.
Is she a butcher's wife, do you think?
I have no idea. Margaret, you give us a call. You're on 080, your last three digits. Give us a call, come on air, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps it's an old-fashioned design.
It's the most old-fashioned design of them all. I use that clip. Let me do a little self-plug. I used that clip in my Iain Lee versus Radio, which came out as a very successful CD. It's come out as a digital download now, so you don't get a CD and it's cheaper. I don't understand that. But here's the thing. You get everything that was on the CD, plus I think like about another 20 minutes of stuff that we couldn't fit on the CD. And you also get an entire recording of another night that's kind of the same, but there were loads of different bits in it as well, including, we had a reunion with Sheila from Cock Foster's, for those of you who remember that. I think the download's like £3. Why wouldn't you want to feed my children? I mean, outrageous. You can get it at gofasterstripe.com/Iain Lee. gofasterstripe.com/Iain Lee. And I'll tweet that a little bit. And if we sell enough, then both of my children can have presents this Christmas. Evening, Kyle.
Good evening, boss. You all right?
I'm all right. Thank you.
Well, you've done what you normally do.
Oh.
I was ringing to query your TV theme choice.
Yep.
However, and it's your call. It's your choice. You're the boss. You know, I found the whole death/funeral thing more interesting.
Well, you see, that's the kind of guy I am.
So I'm happy to do whichever one of those.
Just talk, Kyle. Just talk.
Right. Okay. Well, the thing is about the burial. Cause obviously, my nan died. Not obviously, but my nan died last year.
Yeah.
And she had all the grave papers and everything, and there was only room for one more body in the family grave.
Ooh.
And they looked and they went, "Oh, you've had your 4, basically." But then when they actually, this sounds grim, but when they did the checking and the digging, they said, "Oh, well, the 4th person was actually like a little baby." I think he didn't last long, and so there was room for my nan's coffin to go in there. But then after that, the grave was sealed.
It was full up with dead people.
And now the cemetery's full, the main one in Rochdale, so you can. So basically, they've just built a new cemetery, so I've got to decide now whether I want to be cremated or buried, but I wouldn't be in the same place as my nan, if that makes sense.
Does it make any difference to you?
What, being cremated or buried?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I want to say buried, and I'm quite happy for you to rip me to shreds. But in my mind, always going back for years, I've always thought, well, what happens if you die?
Yeah.
But then they find a way of bringing you back.
What?
I know it sounds mental.
What? That's your reasoning? You think they might be able to reanimate skeletons?
Well, yeah.
You'll be a skeleton.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, no. No, yeah.
What, do you think I should go for the cremation option? I'm not asking for your advice.
And does it matter to you which graveyard you're buried in?
It's a bit weird. I would like to be in the family one.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously there's no room there now, because I sorted all that out last year, so it's a bit, So I'll be new headstone and a new cemetery and...
Oh, you'll be all on your own, and your family will go and visit Nana, and they go, should we cross over the road and visit Carl? Well, it's getting on a bit. It looks like it might rain. Yeah, we'll do it next time.
Oh, I feel it empty now.
Yeah. And they won't. They won't. They will go home. Didn't rain in the end. They will go home and, just in time for doctors. And they'll watch doctors instead of visiting your grave. It's outrageous, isn't it? And yet you call these people family. If I were you, Kyle, I would take the matter into your own hands. You need to kill everybody in your bloodline.
Oh.
Would you do that for me, love?
There's only me and my brother, so I'll give it a go.
Him first?
Yeah.
And then yourself. You do that for me, love?
I'll try, certainly. Ian.
Thank you very much indeed. There we go. I'm happy, really happy to help people like that. Lost, lonely, confused souls like Kyle. I am happy to help. Sherlock.
Oh, crikey, it's me. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Sherlock.
Oh, I might be lonely. I'm not confused. Well, maybe I am somewhat.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm not quite sure where to go with this, because when I first tuned into you were telling people to up the level.
Yes.
With regards to what they were calling in with.
You callers need to... Well, not necessarily what they're calling in with, just the quality of the calls.
And I kind of want to stick with what I wanted to say.
Yep.
But then I have got something else which I think is more controversial, which is up in the level.
Controversy doesn't necessarily mean it's good. I mean, you look at Katie Hopkins or Julia Hartley-Brewer, controversial, but are they any good?
That's why I'm a first-time caller with you, because I've moved. Yeah, exactly. You're getting that, aren't you? You're getting that move. So, shall I stick with my original call?
Let's stick with the original and see where we go from there, Sherlock. Go on.
Okay, right. When I was younger, I'm 36 now.
Yeah.
I'm literally going back to 9 years just before I moved into secondary school. So what's that? 10 years old?
Yeah,
9, 10?
10. Yeah.
Yeah. I had an idea, and I put it in a box, and it was a story. And my teachers and my parents told me that the way to protect that was to put all my ideas in this box and send it back to myself, recorded mail. So if anybody else tried to take that idea, you would always have. Yeah,
it's known as a poor man's copyright.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, so and I'm going to tell you what that. Can I tell you what that was?
Well, hang on. Are you about to tell me what the idea was?
Well, yeah, because it doesn't bother now. I mean, because it either is worth what it is because it's in a box. I've never opened it. 20 years later, I swear to God, it's still there.
Where is this box?
In my bedroom.
What, in the house you're in now?
Yes.
Go and get it.
Well, it's sealed. I know what's in it.
Well, go and get it and open it.
But I know what's in it. That's the point. I can't open it.
Why?
But
is this a real? This is like Schrodinger's box.
I wanted to say to you. No. Do you know what I really wanted to ask you, or what I wanted to say?
Yes.
On other radio panels, they have, when you have legal experts.
Yes.
Or in inverted commas. So every time I've gone in and spoken to the producer, and as soon as they found out what my question was, they don't want to know.
And what is your question? What? Hang on.
Do you reckon that I've got something in that? Huh?
Well, hang on. I don't know what. I don't know what is your question that because it might just be because it's a boring question.
Do you think I'm boring? I thought that was a really good question. I thought that was a really good factoid. I'm letting people know if you've got an idea that you could probably post it to yourself.
Well, I think everyone knows that, but I didn't say you're boring. I'm saying maybe they think I don't know what your question is.
I'm not sure I have a question.
Well, that's why they don't let you on to ask a question, because you don't have one.
Okay. Do I need a question?
Well, no. I'm going to persevere. Not for this show, but you just said that...
Do I need a question? I thought I was ringing up to have a really good chat with you. I thought you would find that quite intriguing.
What is going on? You just said that when you phone up legal phone-ins on other radio stations...
Well, I've done it once. So when I say I make it before, so I've done it once.
So what was... Right, OK, let's do a little bit of role-play. Hello, LBC. Would you like to speak to the...
who said it was there? Who said it was there? Right, OK, so you're saying it was there, OK.
Right. Would you like to speak to Daniel Barnett? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Would you like to speak to Daniel Barnett? What's your question for the legal team?
If you have an idea and you put it in a parcel and you post it to yourself, does that make it copyright or does it not? And then they go, we'll call you back. And then they what they do is they will put you on hold.
Yeah.
Because that's a really good idea.
No.
No, that's what they do. No, that is actually what they do.
Well, they've only done it once.
Yeah, right to the point where they keep you on hold for about half an hour and then they go, oh, actually, they don't want to take your call.
Yeah, but everyone knows the answer.
Anyway, that's not why I want to talk to you, because that makes it sound like really serious and stuff, and I don't want to talk to you about serious stuff.
But it is copyright.
Do you think there's something in it?
No, there is. I know there is, because I've done it. It's a poor man's copyright.
But do you think there's anything legal in it?
I've just said that.
I've got a shoebox that's...
I know, you posted it to yourself when you were 9.
Anyway, can I get controversial then?
Oh, for God's sakes. I don't know if you can, but let's try.
Okay. Well, you set up the game.
Well, yeah, I know. No, that certainly doesn't count for the last 5 minutes. Okay, right, here we go. Here we go. Sherlock's up in his game. Here we go. Controversial. Fire it.
You seriously need to sit down for this one.
I do. I present the show sitting down, so we're in a good position. Here we go, Sherlock.
I'll maybe stand up or straddle your chair somewhat.
I'm not going to straggle anything, because that doesn't mean anything. Straggle is a word. Straddle.
I went out with my
mum
mate a few days ago, and he asked me if I was racist.
He asked if you're what?
Racist.
Right. Okay.
And I said yes.
Right.
And he said why. And I told him this answer. I said, where I live, if I was walking home and as I do every day, from work, and I was walking around the corner, and I saw 3, for the sake of an argument, this is exactly the conversation that we had.
Okay.
I said 3 white guys standing there, as opposed to 3 black guys standing there, would I treat the intimidation differently? And I said, absolutely I would. I said, of course I would. Therefore, I said, I consider myself racist.
Right.
Because I have differentiated between colour. And
that's not racism. That's prejudice, which is slightly different.
Well, is it?
Yes.
Because I have a real problem with myself in dealing with this, because...
And now you got white man's guilt.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I see where you're coming from.
But I'm also the first person to put my hand up and admit it. My ex-partner was black, so there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like...
Hang on a minute. Why is this a woman, yeah?
No, man.
Man, okay. Why is he an ex? Racist? Dumped him because he was black. He found out he was black.
Promiscuous.
Okay. Right. You saying all black people are promiscuous? That's a bit racist.
Well, I'm sure white people are as well.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were saying all black. Okay, right, fine.
No, Bon, you know where I'm coming from with regards to this. Well, I'm being more honest than I should be.
Right.
You know, it literally is. I said, yes, I would feel more intimidated.
But that's not racism. That's not racism. That's prejudice, which is...
racism, though, hasn't it?
No. Well, we're all a little bit racist.
Oh, in the play.
Yeah, but it's true. We're all a little bit racist. Of course we are.
I can't think what the play was now, but that was awesome.
Avenue Q.
Avenue Q.
Avenue Q.
Yeah, did you see that?
No, but I interviewed the cast.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
So anyway, my idea. Would you like to hear it?
I thought we just did it.
No, the one that I put in a shoebox when I was a child.
Oh no! I tell you what, you wait there, and we'll get back to you. What was that about? Anyone? Last 10 minutes. Jules and Alan, stay there. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Talk Radio. For those about to talk, we salute you. Talk Radio.
I'm giving away a golden ticket. I meant to say this at the start of the show, and I forgot. A golden ticket. If you want to come in and sit in on the New Year's Eve show, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Dial it now. Iain Lee, Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late-night radio with Iain
Unmissable late-night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. That's right. I've got a week off over Christmas, and then I'm hosting the New Year's Eve show, Saturday, the 31st of December, 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. And I am giving away 4 free golden tickets. And if you want to come, just don't be nuts, right? Please, for God's sakes, don't be a member of ISIS. I mean, if you're coming in here to try and get a bit of publicity and then blow us all up, honestly, it ain't worth it. We haven't got enough listeners to make it worth your while. You've got to be able to make your own way here and make your own way back. Remember, there probably won't be any cabs because we're going to finish at 1 o'clock on New Year's Day. So, bear that in mind. And I'm not giving anybody a lift nowhere. And once the show's finished, I'm getting in my car and I'm going home. All right? But you've got to phone up to claim the golden ticket. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number, if you want to give us a call. You can call us in about any other bits and pieces as well. Some of the stuff we've covered in the first hour. When you die, like if your wife died at 25 and you died at 75... and you meet her in heaven, would she still be turned on by you? As you're an old man, or would it just be really inappropriate? Or supposing like your childhood sweetheart, you were 14 when you fell in love, 13, and she was 13, right? And you're 14, and then she dies, and it's so traumatic that you can never fall in love again, right? And you live the next 60 years. Just dreaming about this girl, and then you die at 74, and she's still 13. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. That is bang out of order. But who's to say that love is wrong? In heaven. Catherine's got her hand up, but it's in heaven. It's different rules. It's different rules. Maybe it's a different age of consent. I don't know. I don't know. We need a Christian, a Muslim, and a Jew, and a Buddhist as well, because it'd be nice to get the reincarnation vibe on that. Do you always come back as end up marrying the same person? Because that would be annoying, wouldn't it? That would be annoying. I think that, and I'm saying that slightly flippantly, I think there is something in reincarnation theory. Reincarnation theory. We're talking about it as though it might be real. Oh, I've never heard anything more ridiculous. Oh, yeah, you die and then you come back as something else. All right, mate. Nice one, Buddha. All right, Buds. Not a problem, fella. You go on. Tell you what, you go off and transform into a woman again. The first transgender god, Buddha, could be a woman or a man. Could be a woman, could be a man. You just can't tell with Buds. Does whatever they want. Technically, it's not a religion, Buddhism. But why should I speak? For I know nothing. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Jules. Evening, Jules.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Jules.
Yeah, I've been on it for a while. Just looking at the moment. It's like you've been you work for LBC and you've been around for a while, haven't you?
Where are you looking?
On my TV at the moment, just a photo of a bloke who was basically God to me. Was Mike Allen. He used to work for LBC.
Yeah.
And Capital Radio.
Yep.
Did you ever work for him?
Nope.
Not at all.
Nope.
Okay. He was. He basically yesterday was his. He died a year ago yesterday.
Yeah.
But it was about sort of time. But it was about your kids and that.
Yeah.
And
what's your language?
Sorry.
How's this phone call going, do you reckon?
Badly.
What's going on?
Sorry. What was going on? Don't you talk about you and Kath went to that place for something to eat, and you thought there was going to be something like you could have something to smoke afterwards, but there's too much tobacco in it?
Yes.
You can do that with a vape.
But it turns out that vaping is bad for you now as well.
No, it's not. If you watch the BBC thing, it actually isn't.
Right. What BBC thing?
I can't say it now because I've had a few beers.
Yeah, I suspected you might have been.
Yeah, the paranormal, not paranormal, paranormal. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
It was probably 95% less worse than using having a normal cigarette.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I didn't say vaping is as bad for you as smoking cigarettes. I said vaping is bad for you.
No, it's not.
See, vaping is not bad for you?
No.
At all?
No.
Well, you just said it was 95% less dangerous than cigarettes, so that implies that there is a 5% danger.
Oh, okay. When you said earlier on, in a few podcasts earlier on,
yes,
that you'd really like to have one of these that tastes like licorice or whatever you want it to taste like, but because you didn't want to have it because it had some tobacco in it.
That's correct. Yeah.
If you vape, it's nothing like that at all.
Well, you've gone from saying there's nothing bad about vaping at all that's bad for you to saying that there's some bit, it's not as bad as smoking.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to do anything like that that's bad for me. And vaping is bad for you.
No, it's not.
Well, you've just... you're contradicting yourself, Jules.
I'm a little bit.
You watched a paranormal programme on the BBC.
Lee.
Sorry?
All right, Lee.
Sorry?
Imagine if
Sorry?
Imagine if you're going to...
Hang on a minute, what's my name?
Lee.
Thanks for calling, Jules.
Bye.
I'm going to suggest that was one... I said an hour ago, right? about some of the callers need to up their game. That if I was in a class explaining, if I was in a class, right, explaining what a bad phone call is to phone-in radio, I'd play that as an example. I didn't understand the thread. I didn't even get to do, because I read a story in the newspaper 3 days ago that vaping isn't it does have some negative health effects. I didn't even get to that point because it was all over the shop. Dear listener, keep that in. I don't mind people getting my name wrong, but when it's a long line of just, he dropped an F-bomb, okay, that's fine, we dumped that. But it was just, this is why I don't like hanging out with drunk people anymore. Now I don't drink. I find drunk people so tedious. I mean, they're just like that. What was he trying to say? Why was he looking at a picture of Mike Allen? I never worked with Mike Allen. I'm aware of him. I think I didn't phone him, but I remember being with a girlfriend when he had a psychic on once, and she phoned him. And the psychic went, "Oh, you don't like bananas?" And she went, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do." But here we go. Let's cleanse our palate. We need to recalibrate. Caddick!
Hey, baby,
here we go. This is what we want. This is a phone call full of spunk. Literally. Evening, Alan!
Evening, Ian. You ready for performance ring on Sunday?
I am as ready as I'll ever be. And we'll stream it on Periscope.
Where is the venue?
It's in London.
What's the name of the venue? So when I do mine, I'll say good evening wherever the name is.
The Mucky Pup.
The Mucky Pup? Sounds like a classic boozer.
I'm looking for... do you know, I've not really had much time to think about a performance ring because everything has been so busy elsewhere. Fat
burning.
Sorry?
Fat burning.
Although, here's the thing. In the last 20 hours, Alan, I've undone all of the good that I've done at the gym in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I went home yesterday feeling tired and rubbish, so I bought a big bar of chocolate, and I bought it thinking, oh, yeah, go on, abuse yourself. And then I ate that, and then I had a really crap day today, Alan. Really lousy day. You're probably lousy, proper low day with stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so I went home at 3:00 in the afternoon, and I bought two. They're £1. I bought 2 massive bars of chocolate. 2 massive bars of chocolate.
Were they dairy milks?
One was dairy milk Oreo.
Yeah.
And one was like the one with salted caramel in. And I thought,
caramels.
Yeah. And I got in bed and I watched a crap film and I shoved those chocolates down my gullet, and I felt sick. And I did it just because I'd had a crap day and I was punishing myself. Whereas some people might go and, get pissed or take a load of drugs or cut themselves or, whatever. My way of doing it was to go and eat a load of chocolate and punish myself and make myself fat again.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I wonder who would say.
What? Who would say?
The gym instructor.
Oh, well, yeah, well, the gym instructor. I booked a class in on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, I did this. They got this machine, right? Everything's machines now in the gym.
Yeah.
And they've got this machine that's brilliant, right? And what you do is you kind of stand on it and you lean on this thing, right? And you set the weights and you put your feet on these sort of plates in front of you with your toes on, and then your heels kind of hang over the edge. And what you do is you straighten your legs, right?
Yeah.
And you sort of lower yourself down, and then you push up on your toes. Like, you keep your legs straight, lower yourself down. And so you're strengthening really specific bit of the calf muscles, the muscles at the back of your leg, right?
Yeah.
And it's a really good stretch. You can feel it stretching. But bloody hell, I got out of bed in the middle of the night last night to go for a pee, and I fell on the floor because my legs are completely gone.
Oh, my God.
Completely gone, Alan!
That's not good.
No, it's not good, believe it!
All right. Just keep trying, and my legs will be better for Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I was thinking, when I do the live intro on Skype,
Yes.
I'll say, coming to you live from the Mucky Pub in London. You've seen him on the telly. You've heard him on Talk Radio. It's the one, the only, Mr. Iain Lee!
That's a great rehearsal, Alan, but when you do it on the night, could you do it with a bit of feeling and enthusiasm?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful.
I'm just warming up.
All right. Oh, well, Alan, I look forward to it.
I'm waiting for the friend request to come through.
I'll tell you what, Alan, stay there. We'll go to a break and I'll see if I can do it now. Here we go.
The wild man of late night radio is back.
Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Alan, the rabbit hole has sent you a Skype friend's request.
Okay, I'm just looking on my Mac now. Add contact.
If you want to have me on Skype, Hey Rabbit Hole Show is there. Hey Rabbit Hole Show, guys. Have you got it, Alan? This really is cutting edge radio. Put a little message.
No results found.
No, you sent me a friend's request.
Okay.
No, you didn't. I sent you a friend's request to the address.
Right.
Huh? Right. Can you find Hey Rabbit Hole Show?
Is that capital H-E-Y?
No, it doesn't matter. All one word. Hey Rabbit Hole Show. Who's that? Who I just sent a friend's request to then? Sent them a rude message as well.
Hey Rabbit Show.
Rabbit.
R-A-B-B-I-T.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hole.
Oh, I'm pointing. Hey Rabbit Show.
No. That will be with you shortly, John.
I got it.
You got it. Be with you in a minute, John.
Okay.
Okay. What have you got, Alan?
Rabbit Hole. Hi guys. Contact request sent.
Right. Okay. So
pending.
Here we go. Well, that's not. You're offline.
No, I'm online.
Oh, I've sent a friend request to the wrong person. Then I sent a very vulgar message. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. I got it.
Answer it.
I can see you. There you go. I'm very stubborn that voice now.
I wish I'd known you were naked and I would have not done this.
No.
Yeah? Huh?
I better put the phone down so I can talk on Skype.
So put the phone down, Alan. We'll talk on Skype. This is great. Wagwan, Alan. Wagwan.
Yeah, I'm broadcasting live in my bedroom.
Yes, loving it. I'm gonna periscope you as well. No, connection is too poor. I've got to connect to the Wi-Fi. So, Alan, this is how you're going to be performing on Sunday via Skype. You'll be on a big screen, so everyone will be able to see you. Hopefully we'll have it set up so that you can see everyone else.
Yeah.
Are you all right, John? Hang on. John, are you okay?
Got a cramp. Oh, blimey.
Okay. Well, just walk it off, John. Just walk it off, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah? Just walk it off.
What we've done.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. He's put the phone down. Can we get John back? It's important we speak to John. So, Alan, this is how it's going to be. Would you like to practice, using Skype, practice your introduction for Sunday night's performance ring?
Okay, here we go. Good evening, Mucky Pop. I said good evening, Mucky Pop.
Oh, he's working the crowd. Hey.
Welcome to Performance Ring. Now give it up for your host and compere for the evening. You've seen him on Wise. You've heard him on Talk Radio. It's the one, the only, Mr. Iain!
Jeez, Alan, you look like you're having a thrombo there, mate. Are you okay?
Yeah?
You sure?
Yeah, definitely.
I enjoyed that. Now, you've introduced me. Now you've got to introduce Catherine. You don't have to put so much into it as you do with me.
Wise. Well, Edwin Morecambe, baby the Wise. Well, Harry Abbott, baby the Costello. Please welcome Ian Whitehand Gal, Miss Catherine Boyle.
I like the fact that you've likened her to Ernie Wise, the unfunniest man ever in show business, Alan. That's kind of quite good. And then what we'll do is, I think maybe we'll start with you singing your song. Would you like to be the opening act?
Yeah, I'd like to get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way. Alan, why have you got the telly on in the background?
No, after I finish talking to you, I'm going to listen to some Christmas tunes.
Unbelievable. You don't listen to the... Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah? You don't listen to the radio show then?
I do. I always periscope it when you did a periscope on my iPhone.
Unbelievable, Caddick. Look forward to speaking to you on Sunday, boss.
Get in.
Tutty bye, tutty bye. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is that is oh, there's one more performance ring in February, and that'll be the last one for a little while. We'll do more, but just for a little while. John, have you walked that cramp off yet, mate?
Oh, blimey, that hurt.
Yeah, it
Gordon
does.
Bennett.
Whereabouts was it?
In the old ankles.
Ankle cramp? I don't think you can get...
That's one of my favourite bands.
I've got their second album on vinyl.
Ankle Cramp on Factory Records.
I don't think you can't get cramp in an ankle because it's not a muscle.
Listen to you talking all philosophically and...
I'm a very wise, deep...
Old owl.
Oh, I'm a wise old owl. I'm a wise old Arab owl.
An Arab owl?
An Arab owl. Are you a Jew, a Muslim, a Christian or a Buddhist?
Is this some sort of joke now?
It will be a joke if you get the wrong answer.
There was a Christian, a Jew, is that right? And
Yes.
Buddhist walking down the street.
And they walked into a pub and had a great night. What a fantastic example of racial integration. Anyway.
Thank you, Bernard Wrighton.
There we go, indeed. Of course, the wonderful Bernard Wrighton, played by John Thompson. What you got for us, John?
I'm slightly annoyed. Listening to Radio 4 Extra, what did I hear? A programme about the wheelbarrow, right?
Yes.
Did they ask me to contribute? No.
Oh.
I was listening to it. It was going on about how it was not necessary to have a stable wheelbarrow. That is dangerous advice, in my opinion.
You can have an unstable wheelbarrow and that's okay?
That's what they were saying. This is BBC. This is the BBC.
Wow. That's well, the BBC. We all know it's run by paedophiles.
And wheelbarrow people.
Wheelbarrow-ophiles. So it doesn't.
That's a new word.
Yeah, I know. The abuse that Wheelbarrow suffered at the hands of some of the BBC's top celebrities in the 1970s. You wait. That's the next big scandal.
I actually did another gig tonight. It's the second one after Performance Ring.
Oh, for those who don't know, John is part of Dredgeland. I'd say he's about 36% of it. And if you came to the first Performance Ring, it's all linking up tonight. It's almost like we've planned this. He pushed the wheelbarrow around for about 20 minutes, and it was absolutely wonderful. How did it... What did you do the same act or a different act?
Same act.
With the wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, how did it go outside a Performance Ring?
This is what I was interested to find out.
Yeah.
I was wondering. It actually went really well.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that is... I'm so chuffed for you. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. What was it like a kind of stand-up open mic type affair? What was it?
It was more like a sort of sketch night, and we sort of fitted in quite well because the other acts were equally strange and had props and things, so it wasn't like stand-up, and we sort of fitted in.
Oh,
so
brilliant.
Very good, very good.
Oh, I'm really pleased for you. That's excellent news. Are you going to do more?
Yeah, we're going to do another one next week. But qu'est-ce que c'est, what are these golden tickets all about, then?
Here's the thing, John. The golden... Willy... You remember Willy Wonka? Right? And he slipped...
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He slipped them golden ticket inside his chocolate bar, yeah?
He wasn't Jamaican.
Was he not?
Not in the film version.
I've never seen the film. I've just read the book. I'm sure it says in there that he's got a Jamaican accent. It's a long time since I've read it. Maybe I imagined it. Or maybe it was written in by Biro.
Biro Man.
Biro Man, aye. Now, Biro Man is, he's a huge star, but his homophobic comments, I think, really are unpleasant and unnecessary. There's no need.
I thought he was like a really small superhero.
No, I watched the Ant-Man film the other day. Have you seen that?
I avoided that.
Oh, you're wrong to. It's brilliant.
Is it?
Yes, mate, it is. Unlike John Wick, which I watched half of today and was pony.
You know what you've got to watch, don't you? You've got to watch The Hill from 1965. Have you seen that?
It's Sean Connery, and it's black and white, and it's set in like an army barracks or something, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Yes, it is, actually.
Do you know, I'm sure I started to watch it like about 30 years ago. But
not that long.
Got bored of it. Is it any good?
Bored of it?
Well, I was a kid.
Bleak ending.
I was a kid. You know, I wanted to follow that bird. I wanted.
Oh man, I've actually started getting back into Sesame Street.
Yeah. What?
There's compilations, on YouTube. Very funny stuff.
Yes. I'm not.
But what about all these golden tickets? Can I have one?
Yeah, well, why not? I mean, because here's the thing. So you've got to come to. Well, you've got to. It's if people want to come and sit in the studio on New Year's Eve, we're doing the New Year's Eve show. It's kind of an anti-New Year's Eve show because I hate New Year's Eve, so I don't quite.
So do I. I've got bad memories of New Year's Eve.
Well, maybe we can reenact the abuse that you suffered on New Year's Eve, and it will either do one of two things, John. It will either exorcise those ghosts. It will be cathartic, or it will make it like abuse plus.
It's worth a go.
It's got to be worth a go, John, hasn't it? That's the attitude, my love. That's the attitude.
And with your psychological skills,
yes, I used to be a stage
better than
hypnotist.
Mariella Frostrup.
Yeah, totally.
It'd be brilliant.
So basically, we're doing the show, and I'm inviting 4 listeners to come in. You've got to make your own way here. You've got to make your own way back. Bearing in mind, it's going to finish at 1 o'clock on New Year's Day, so there ain't going to be no cabs, guys. And we're in Waterloo. Or near Waterloo. So, and there's no lift home. If you're stood outside in the freezing cold at 1:15, no lift from me or Kath. You're on your own, guys. That's it. And people can come along. And I was starting to get worried, John, that no one was going to phone in and claim a golden ticket. But,
No,
sorry, no one.
No one, sorry.
Do you remember, I don't do old kids' TV, but do you remember a programme called Nobody?
Was that the guy, but it was like a ghost where you pulled his tie and he disappeared?
I don't remember the tie bit, but I remember that only the children could see him. And there's a bit where...
Yeah. Nobody's home.
It was
Nobody's home.
No, it was just called Nobody.
Oh, okay.
And another, there's a scary kids programme, right? And I bought this on DVD about 10 years ago, and it was a bit rubbish. But do you remember this family had this house, right? And they discovered that an old bedroom, this is a kids' TV show, an old bedroom had been bricked up. So Peter Sallis broke, I think he was the dad, broke through. Is he the voice of Wallace and Gromit?
Yeah.
He smashed through. If you're typing on my screen, Kath, I've not been able to see anything you said all night. I don't know why. He smashed through this wall, and they kind of, opened up this bedroom. and it unleashed terrifying ghosts that haunted the children and used crap chroma key special effects.
Do you know what I used to find scary as a kid?
Yes.
The Young Filmmakers competition on Screen Test.
Do you remember the one? I did as well. Do you remember the one? And it gave me nightmares. It was a hand coming out of a grave. Do you remember that?
They were all like that.
They were all terrifying. Weren't old kids' TV programmes so marvellous? Give us a call. Your favourite... What old kids' TV programmes made you cack your pants? 0344 499 1000. John, you've got a golden ticket.
Oh, that's very good. That's brilliant.
OK, I'm going to cut you off now. 0344 499 1000. Late Nights with Iain Lee, Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Don't forget, guys, there is podcasts aplenty available. If you go to iTunes, you can get them from there. And I do ask, if you go to get them from iTunes and you enjoy them, they're free. So would you mind doing me a favour? Just you can leave a review and 5 stars, 4 stars. Don't leave any less than 4 stars. That's hurtful. But 4 or 5 stars. Leave whatever you fancy. But 4 or 5 stars is helpful. And if you just type a little review, honestly, it does us the world of good. And the chart position on iTunes is measured by new subscribers. So if you were to unsubscribe and then subscribe again, that would help. And is a combination of new subscribers and reviews and ratings. And that helps bump it up the chart. So you might see some shows in the top 10, and they're not getting maybe as many downloads as us, but they're getting people leaving comments and reviews and things like that. So it just really helps. You can, of course, get the podcast from other places, Pocket Cast and your usual podcast provider. You'll be able to grab it from there if you type in Iain Lee and Talk Radio. Or just type in Iain Lee, who knows what else will pop up. But if you're getting it from iTunes, if you could leave just a little review. I enjoyed this was silly, this was fun, whatever. And a little 4 or 5 star rating. It would help me immensely. Thanking you kindly. Gosh, so many phone calls tonight. Let's go to Andy. Evening, Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Hey, I can't believe Dredge got on before me. I'm the other 64% of Dredgeland.
Oh, guys, here's the organ grinder, and I was just speaking to the monkey.
I know, it's unbelievable. Every time he beats me to it.
Where are you, Andy? It sounds like you're falling down a hill.
I'm rolling.
Oh, in that case, that's fine. Is there anything more fun than rolling down a hill? I still do it with my children sometimes. It's wonderful.
It is wonderful. Well, you're going to be my safety phone call on my walk home after the gig.
Your safety phone call?
Well, you know, when you pick up the phone and ring someone, you know, it looks like you're busy, and then people don't...
So you don't get murdered?
Yeah.
Oh,
it went wrong.
Yeah, I can't help with that, I'm afraid, Andy. I cannot, and this applies to all callers and listeners, I cannot be used as a safety phone call, because if I hear any sign of trouble, I'll start giggling and I'll cut you off, and then you'll be completely on your own.
Absolutely.
What is going on with you? Are you in a Radio 4 play?
I'm just getting in the house. Here he is, I'm back.
Get in there. He's safe. He's home. Mum, he's home. He's safe. The boy is safe.
Everyone's happy.
Didn't get murdered. Didn't get mugged. Wasn't assaulted. He's done himself proud.
Happy days. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, thank you. I've been a bit bunged up. Well done on your thrilling performance, John described it. He described it as blowing away the audience.
Well, he would.
Yes, I don't trust a word of what
that monkey
says. What you got for us, Andy?
I've got an issue. I need a solution.
Uh-oh. You've come to the right place.
Good. I was poisoned.
Yeah.
By television celebrity chef Mary Berry.
What the heck? What happened?
I went to the Great British Food Show.
Yes.
Very popular. And I got up. They invited me on stage. What? By chance.
Yeah.
And I ate her chicken.
Sorry, is that a euphemism?
It was breast.
Okay, yep. Well, blimey, yes.
A day later, that's it. Game over.
Really?
2 days off. 2 days off work.
Mary Berry.
She put me on my arse, mate. Not good.
We should say, for legal reasons, it's probably your filthy lifestyle
It's
that brought
possibly
you down.
my living arrangement.
You do lead a filthy, filthy lifestyle.
It's the people I hang around with.
Here's the thing, right? Mary Berry gets me so angry. So angry. She disgusts me, right? Here's another story in the paper, right? They're all winners. The loyal... And by the way, I love Mel and Sue. I think Mel and Sue are absolutely wonderful. So I haven't got beef with them. I've got beef with Berry, right? They're all winners. The loyal Bake Off ladies get their own shows on BBC. They refused to follow the money when the BBC lost the Great British Bake Off. And now the programme's former judge, Mary Berry, has been and Mel and Sue have been rewarded for their loyalty to the broadcaster with new shows. So let's see what they've got. Mel's got a talent show.
Very good.
Sue's got a documentary about the Ganges.
All right.
And Mary Berry is presenting her own BBC One programme, Secrets from Britain's Great Houses. Right, here's the thing, right? Mary Berry still hosts the Great British Bake Off, but she hosts the American version of it. So she's not loyal to the BBC. She knew that she was hosting, it's called America's Baking Show or something. It's the same thing, right? She knew that she still had a big dollar payday waiting for her stateside. So she's not turned her back on the Great British Bake Off to be loyal. She knew if she stayed at the BBC, she'd get some crap called Secrets from Britain's Great Houses, which sounds awful. Plus she'd get flown to the States, not castle class, and get paid top dollar to host the show over there. Hollywood is the only one that comes out of this with any integrity.
It's disgraceful. She ditched us, didn't she?
Yes.
She doesn't care about anything else but the ready.
She doesn't care. She probably did poison you. She's going to try and poison everybody in this country one by one until we're all dead. That is Mary Berry's plan, and I'm not eating another thing that she cooks.
I am with you on that, with proof.
Well, I'm glad we sorted that out, Andy.
Well, there we go. You've done me a service. I'm happy.
You have to do me a service later on. I'll explain what off air, as it's a little bit complicated and legally a little bit iffy. 03444991000. Dana, Katia, Pablo, I'm coming to you in a minute, I promise.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We'll give away another golden ticket on Friday. No more golden tickets today, guys. We'll give away another golden ticket on Friday. It's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. It's the way the cookie crumbles. Katia!
Hello.
Hello, Katia.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm just calling about yesterday. You said you were wondering if you could have developed an allergy all of a sudden.
Yeah, an allergy to nuts.
Yeah, and the answer is yes.
Yeah, of course it is.
Right.
Right?
That's it.
Is it?
Well, yes, basically.
Is it?
It is.
Where's Alex gone? Was Alex up for a golden ticket? Someone called Alex was calling in for a golden ticket, and they've just put the phone down.
Oh, he chickened out.
He could have come on and tried to be persuasive.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh well.
No. Well, I don't know if we want bottlers coming in. I just don't know.
It doesn't matter. But
you're just
hello,
muttering.
Because I'm just seeing if I can say anything else. But I don't really have much material tonight, apart from saying be careful with the nuts. Because yes.
I was eating nuts yesterday, for those who missed it, and I thought I was going to throw up. Something changed. My tongue started sweating. It started sweating. And Katia, be quiet. Listen. Shh. Can you hear that, Katia?
It's shuffling.
hear that?
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know.
Hello? Is the show haunted? Maybe the show's got a ghost.
Did you do that?
I didn't. Honestly, I'm not doing anything. Okay. Let's stop now. Hang on. Let's just wait.
Cuckoo.
What was that? Was that you, Katia?
No.
Did you do that?
No.
That wasn't me.
Okay.
You try and do it back. See what happens.
Cuckoo. Hello. Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo. Hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour, cuckoo.
That wasn't French.
Oh.
Is that Dana? No. No.
Who's? Hello, caller.
No, go on, have another guess.
Oh, that's not. That's.
No.
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry about the.
Well, go on.
I got wrong.
That's not. You've given up too easily. If you can guess my name, I will give you my 2 golden tickets that Kath just promised me.
I don't want.
All right, Rumpelstiltskin.
So I'm not. I don't want the.
His name's Alex.
To guess.
I don't.
Yeah.
Hello.
Guess. Have a guess.
Go on then, Katja.
Yeah.
Have a guess.
No, but I don't. I'm not. I'm just ringing for the. No.
Katia, are you stoned?
Are you?
But you don't care.
I'm not. Stop. I'm not. I just was saying, because you always say, oh, I can do something out of nothing. And obviously not, because I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to say, to save your life. Don't eat
Katia,
nuts.
I'm weaving gold out of nothing. We did the nuts thing, then I pretended that the show was haunted, and now we're playing Rumpelstiltskin with a guy called Alex. I am making gold. Don't point to it, then everyone can see it. My left hand is kind of like spinning the magic wand, while my right hand is doing the trick. Don't point to the right hand, because everyone will see the trick.
All right,
yeah, stop taking drugs as well, you animal.
And stop taking drugs, Katia.
I don't.
Start taking drugs and then stop taking them again.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I just saved your life.
Katia,
well, you could thank me.
You've saved. Katia, speak to Alex. Find out what he wants.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Katia. Do you want to buy 2 golden tickets?
No.
For New Year's Eve?
No, I don't want to buy anything. Thank you.
Oh.
Hey?
Why? What? So what is that? Are you making passing comment on Ian's company on New Year's Eve? What is it? What better stuff have you got to do then, Katia?
Go to my.
He's destroying you, Katia. Absolutely murdering you here.
Go and visit my mum, for example.
You really have been taking loads of drugs. Who's going to go and visit their mum on New Year's Eve?
You
mean all year round, and then you're going to go and see them then?
Exactly.
When everyone else is having fun.
She's great fun, my mum.
Yeah, I know, but
I see.
Mention it, but
exactly.
She's a right laugh.
No, but I don't want your tickets. Thank you very much.
Oh well, that's a good job and all, because I haven't actually got any, so you can. Yeah.
That's okay. That's a bit rude.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not going to apologise. I'll just. My intention was to try and get 2 golden tickets myself, but all that's happened is I've offended a French lady.
Okay.
So,
I'm not.
She's Belgian.
I don't care.
We're not giving. But the thing is, I'm not giving away a pair of tickets. That's insane.
What? Just one?
Well, what? Well, who would you be bringing?
My PA. Hello.
Yeah. No, the thing is, I only want lonely people to come to the New Year's Eve show. So if then I'm giving out 2 tickets, that means why don't you just go and spend New Year's Eve with that person?
Because I don't like her.
Well, why would you bring someone you don't like?
Wow.
Because I don't think she'd enjoy it.
Wait a minute. Don't make a downer for everyone else.
No. I'm making out. No, basically,
yes.
I thought you were giving out couples of tickets, and I've just got my friend into your radio show, and I've been listening to you on and off for years.
Yeah.
Depending on what state I've been in.
Who's your friend?
She's just a girl that I know.
Well, it doesn't sound like you know her name.
No, she hasn't told me yet. No, I do know. Her name's Lindsay Lohan. Nigel put me in touch with her.
Hang on a minute. Oh, by the way, this is what I meant to say earlier on. I knew there was something. The songs I recorded with Nigel and Dan the DC DJ, they are coming off iTunes in about 5 days. In 5 days, they'll be off iTunes. Why? Because it's more hassle than it's worth. So if you want to buy them, if you want to get them now, because they're coming off of iTunes and Spotify and all of those things. She can come, Alex.
But I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. There.
That's the master at work there. You've just been Ian Lead.
I don't know what that means. I mean, nothing hurts.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt, but it will hurt your mind the more you think about it. She is very welcome. You're not. How's about them apples? That's
a fair apple.
Yeah.
It's not the exact bit of fruit that I wanted.
No. You wanted bananas.
Yeah, but I can go and find my bananas elsewhere, can't I?
Yeah, I suppose so. You could go and buy them in Lidl.
Oh, I thought we were talking like metaphorically.
Oh, I meant literal bananas.
Yeah, but there wasn't a literal apple in the first place.
No, the apple was metaphorical. Yeah. It's my rules. The apple was metaphorical. The bananas are literal.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I think, I mean, I could still have a good night of a literal banana on New Year's.
Yeah. I suppose if you wanted to eat a banana or shove it up your arse, I don't know, whatever.
If he's got to be off out enjoying her apples, I can stay with bananas.
Yeah.
Well,
this is awkward, Katia, isn't it? Huh?
Oh, is she still there?
I'm saying goodbye. I just wanted to say goodbye.
Well, that opportunity has not arisen, unfortunately, for any of us.
Catch up. Can I just give you a little bit of advice?
Uh-oh.
Why?
This will go well.
This is good. Just hear me out.
Okay.
If you wanted to go,
where?
Instead of saying goodbye, all you have to do is try and get to your point, and Ian will cut you off like he normally does.
Say that again, Alex. That didn't make sense.
All Katya has to do if she wants to get off the phone.
Yeah.
Instead.
JP Devlin says, now this is the thing, right? We got lots of, here's the thing, Katya.
I just want...
No, we have a lot of people listening to us who work at Radio 4, BBC.
Oh.
Radio, listening to BBC Radio 4.
Oh.
A lot of people listen to us from BBC Radio 4 because the show sounds, and Pablo and Dana, I may come to you after the news, we'll see. The show sounds frothy, right, and lightweight, but actually it's very, very intellectual. Very intellectual, right? Mm-hmm. It's clever. And it's even more clever because I make it sound stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right. So we get a lot of brainiacs listening. Bookworms.
Hello.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Well, here's put up a suggestion for the show. Now, bearing in mind, I don't know if you've listened to, I can't remember the name of the show that he does on Sunday morning. It's after Broadcasting House, and before Desert Island Discs. Or maybe it's on a Saturday. I guess so. Anyway, he does a really good show with the Reverend Richard Coles, and it's an excellent show. Right, the name escapes me. Saturday Live. That's it. Saturday Live. Thank you very much indeed. It was a trick question. And his suggestion is: could you give Katya a slot reading a short story every night?
You're making that up.
No, I'm going to retweet it now. There we go. Retweeted it. Now, my answer to that would be, well, couldn't you do it on your radio show? And his answer would be, well, no, we're Radio 4. It's a little weird. It's not how we roll. So, I'm up for trying that, Katya.
Now you're having me on now. I can't believe that.
It's true. He said it. So, could you read a short story now?
Now? Yeah, I could, but I don't really have my book of short stories with me. I'm in my workshop. I've got engraving books. I didn't know that it was short story at the time. I've got an advert. There's an advert I can read. But are you making it up again? And I'm talking into the void, probably like a lunatic. I am. You're having me on. Okay. Okay then. Bye. Oh dear.
And that's a no there, JP. I'm afraid it turns out that you give someone a golden opportunity to break into broadcasting, and they let you down. G.
Hip hip hip.
Hip. What kind of cake?
No, what shape is the cake?
Oh, and you're trying to subvert
I'm
from
trying
within.
to mix it up a little bit because I've absolutely no idea what I'm talking to you about.
Beautiful.
Because I rang in like an hour ago.
Yep, these things happen. Busy show tonight, guys. Busy show.
I had to wait, and then the woman rang me back and said, do you want to come on? And I was like, yeah, and then I went, oh shit, what am I talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Well, luckily you've only got a minute and a half to fill. So
is the cake
circular. All the best cakes are circular.
Well, I would have said that's carrot cake, but I'd like to say that's red velvet cake.
There was a thing in the paper yesterday that a slice of carrot cake from which my boy loves from Costa has got 14 teaspoonfuls of sugar in.
Yes.
That's outrageous. Beautiful. No wonder he goes nuts after eating it.
Why is that
you
outrageous?
expect carrot cake to be quite healthy, but no, it's got a load of sugar in it. Beautiful.
Yeah, but how much sugar do you want in your life?
Oh, I want my boys to eat loads of it. Sends them nuts.
Sugar you can give them.
Exactly. Sends them nuts.
Send them home.
There we go.
Hello. Sugar.
Yep. Have you had a bit of sugar
Right,
tonight?
okay. So
You only got a minute left now.
Serious question.
Yes.
Okay, so I just went and downloaded this Iain Lee Live thing.
Yes.
That you tweeted about earlier.
Uh-oh.
Now, as much as I love you,
yes,
and I do,
yes,
I expected it to be some kind of, live stand-up in front of the camera type thing.
Oh, you idiot.
Exactly.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an actual idiot.
Yeah, just that, mate. I love you too.
Thanks very much for calling. It's not. It's sound. It's sound. Oh, man. Dana and Pablo, you've been waiting far too long. It's been a busy night. I'll come to you after this.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
London pride has been handed down to us. London pride is a flower that's free. London pride means our own dear town to us, and our pride it forever will be. Whoa, Liza, see the Costa barrows, the vegetable marrows, and the fruit piled high. Oh, Liza, little London sparrows, Covent Garden Market where the Costas cry. Cockney feet mark the beat of history. Every street pins a memory down. Nothing ever can quite replace the grace of London town. There's a little city flower every spring unfailing, growing in the crevices by some London railing. Though it has a Latin name, in town and countryside, we in England call it London pride. London pride has been handed down to us. London pride is a flower that's free. London pride means our own dear town to us, and our pride it forever will be. Hey, lady, when the day is dawning, see the policeman yawning on his lonely beat. Gay lady, Mayfair in the morning, hear your footsteps echo in the empty street. Early rain and the pavements glistening, all Park Lane in a shimmering gown. Nothing ever could break or harm the charm of London town. In our city darkened now, street and square and crescent, we can feel our living past in our shadowed present. Ghosts beside our starlit Thames, who lived and loved and died, keep throughout the ages London pride. London pride has been handed down to us. London pride is a flower that's free. London pride means our own dear town to us, and our pride it forever will be. Grey city, stubbornly implanted, taken so for granted for 1,000 years. Stay city, smokily enchanted, cradle of our memories, our hopes and fears. Every blitz your resistance toughening, from the Ritz to the Anchor and Crown. Nothing ever could override the pride of London town.
Yeah, come on now. Come on. Honestly, you want melodies and clever lyrics? No count. It's a toss-up between that and Mad About the Boy, which is just... Mad About the Boy... what a subversive song. It was written... I can't remember what... I think it was written for a play. And I suspect in the play it was sung by a woman. But, of course, he was writing it as a gay man at a time when it was illegal to be gay, and he was just seen as an upper-class theatrical... slightly effeminate as we imagine theatrical people do, not a homosexual. And of course he wrote it as a love song to a bloke that he could never say that he loved to, because it was illegal. Incredible. Noel Coward, honestly, I just think he was a genius. He wrote something like 100 plays or something ridiculous. He did this brilliant play called Cavalcade, right? And it had... I'm really trying to stretch my memory, so I broke this one. But it had like 150 people in it, and it was set on a ship or something. Anyway, Noel Coward's absolute legend. Dana!
Hip, hip, hip!
Hip, 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 Dana!
Hello, Sir Ian of Lee.
It's good to hear you recovered from your heroin overdose after the faux pas with Clapton.
Oh, it was touching those.
Yeah, it was very, very, very sad misunderstanding on both parts there, and Clapton's devastated. But
I think the way the Metro reported it though was very sensitive, and they made me cast him out in quite a good light.
Yeah, they did actually. I was surprised by that when I saw the headline. I thought, oh God, what have they done to her? But actually, I thought they were very respectful actually, and maybe that's the way journalism will be heading in 2017. A little bit of humanity.
So.
Yeah.
But I was a bit worried about the picture. I don't know where they got that picture of me in the bath.
The picture was a bit... It showed your fun side. I wouldn't...
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, it was the playful side.
Yes.
And I hoped that by holding the rubber duck in just the right position...
Yes, everything was... It was delicately handled, yeah. We couldn't see anything.
No, that's it.
What have you got for us, Dana?
Well, I've had to make a bit of a list. So, one thing I was going to apply for a golden ticket...
Well, Friday show. Friday show, guys.
That's my first night of work.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
I start my job Friday night.
Oh, blimey! All right. Well, we'll be giving away a couple more next week.
Yeah, so I will. But no, I was going to say, I'm glad Caddick wasn't in the loo.
Dana.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll be honest. Only two people have called in for the golden tickets. One of them was John, who's got one. The other one was Alex, who's a bit of a knob. So I think your chances of getting one are pretty high. But anyway,
yeah. I'm glad Caddick wasn't on during the Periscope. That was really worrying because, but at least he was in his bedroom, I suppose, and he was closed.
Yeah, which is unusual for Alan.
And And the rehearsal was wonderful. It's going to be amazing on Sunday. I'm going to be there, and I can't wait.
It's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be like Live Aid, but not like Live Aid when the Who were playing. We couldn't hear. They were playing in London, and we couldn't hear them. So we then had to cut to Philadelphia, showing the Who, where we could hear them. So I'm hoping it won't be like that. And also, of course, you'll remember the Who were you'll remember this. The Who hadn't rehearsed for it, hadn't played together for a couple of years, and were awful. And Pete Townsend fell over on his arse. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
He went to kick the microphone and he fell over.
And he went straight down.
He did. Awful.
What I'm hoping is, between now and Sunday, I hope Caddick is laying enough string between the two cups, one in London and one in Birmingham, I think it is. Yeah. So, and then hopefully he'll hold it taut enough so that we can hear him properly.
Here we go. Kath, have a look at this. I'm going to show you. This is Pete Townsend falling over on Live Aid.
Okay. Because I imagined it being quite spectacular.
It's not that spectacular.
Right. There's Daltrey with his shirt all undone.
Oh, he looks good, doesn't he?
Oh, he always looks good. He's a tiny man, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, embarrassing.
But did you see what happened there?
Spelled it out.
No. But watch what happens. It's hard to see. Townsend's down. Then look what happens. Oh, Daltrey's down. Now, do you know why Daltrey fell over?
Masking him.
Yeah. Oh. He did it as
Let's all do it.
He did it as he saw Townsend.
Why don't you do that for me when I fall over?
I'm not that nice. Townsend falls over, right? And I think he was having a rough time there. Townsend goes to kick the microphone down, and he falls over on his arse, and in front of I don't know how many millions.
In front of the world.
In front of the world. And straight away, Daltrey falls over and rolls over on the floor.
Right, Dana. Here's the thing about me. I know that I appear to be
that's amazing.
Like the epitome of grace and style and all that.
Yes.
I fall over a lot out of nowhere. Like
I do.
On a flat surface, I can fall over.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to be anywhere tricky. Where did
No,
I fall?
in Westfield last week, I sort of did a little slip and nobody came to my rescue.
No, straight over. And I'll do the noise as well. So just in case I didn't catch everyone's eye.
Oh, Kath's always falling over.
Who are walking ahead of me, get the whoop, and everyone turns around and I'm over. Iain never throws himself roughly to the ground.
No.
In sympathy. Never.
I'm not as delightful as Daltrey, who is an absolute gentleman. I just think that's the nicest. I just think that's such a display of. I mean, and Townsend and Daltrey famously don't particularly like each other. They just know it's a business. Yeah. But he did that, so
he did that, but he didn't heave him up by his armpits like you do to me. So that's real friendship.
Let's hope next time you do, Iain will come rushing with his boots and he'll lay it down, and so that you don't get muddy, and he'll help you up.
You know what? To be fair, he never laughs in front of me.
No, because it's embarrassing. You've embarrassed me. No, I'm always. But I always warn you. If we're walking down the stairs outside the front, I'll warn you and I'll hold your elbow.
Yeah, like an old woman or Britney Spears going up and down stairs. That's me.
Have you seen that video? I thought it was a recent video, but actually it's from about 6 years ago, of Tina Turner, who would still have been in her late 70s, getting out of her car and walking through the foyer of like a show. And walking through the audience.
With a metre space between each ankle as she walks.
Have you seen that video?
No,
and she's got to be like 77.
Does she walk like that?
She styles it. I mean,
she's working it. She's
really bow leg.
House.
What is Tina?
I love her. My auntie went to see her years ago, like the 1980s. She played Woburn, and apparently they had this really high staircase. And in true 80s fashion, they dry iced the whole thing, and there was, it was lit from below. So it was a bit like, the fridge in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That whole thing. So that's going on the stage. And then all of a sudden, the music starts. Right? And you see these legs, and literally a metre space in between the ankles. She's coming down those stairs.
Oh no, she's 60 in this.
She's
so
limber, isn't she?
It's not so impressive. This isn't so impressive.
Let me see.
Because she's 60. Here we go.
I'd be over by now.
Yeah. It's still a pretty cool entrance.
She's not done that thing yet, though. If she goes... she shimmies to the side. With her arms out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tina Turner.
Oh, yeah.
That's still a cool entrance. That's still a cool entrance. I hope we've not just activated the curse there. She's 77 now.
I love her.
She is awesome. You've got to love a bit of Tina.
7, did you say?
Sorry? 7?
77.
77 years old, Tina Turner.
Oh.
So, and 2016, there's still a few weeks left.
All the 7s, that's lucky, right?
Yeah, 7 is lucky.
Fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
But from what you were talking about earlier, if I had enough money, which I don't, I want to be cryopreserved.
What?
Oh, you don't?
I would, yeah. I would honestly.
I know.
And you can either be full body cryopreserved or you can just have your head cryopreserved.
Yeah, because what they'll be able to do in the future is not only sew a dead head onto a body, they'll then be able to reanimate that head and that body and bring them both back to life. Of course they'll be able to do it in the future, Dana. Yeah, not a problem at all.
I might actually then get a beautiful body. You see,
or you might be a head in a jar.
Yeah, they might. I've read stories like that. They wake up and it's like robot body. Hey, there's a thing. Where's the thing about that? Everyone's obsessed with Mark Carney, right? The head of the Bank of England.
The Bank of England.
He's obsessed with sex robots.
Right. Listen. Daily Star every single day has got a new. Have they got shares in sex robots?
Well, it's the Sun. It's our paymaster. We were at the Sun Christmas party tonight. Well, the News Corps Christmas party, and
were there sex robots there?
We saw Jeremy Clarkson and Michael Gove.
Oh, pretty much.
You make of that what you want.
I didn't see either of those people.
Future where even sex is done by machines.
Well, it is kind of now, isn't it?
You have... Oh, that's cold. Not when I'm doing it and I'm getting warmed up. Oi. You've caught a driverless... You have caught a driverless bus into town, downed a pint pulled by a droid, and eaten a meal cooked by a computer. Tomorrow, you will start looking for a new job because yours and many others is now being done by a robot. That scenario is not as far away as we may think, according to Bank of England boss Mark Carney, who this week warned 15 million Brits could be put out of work by a merciless technological revolution. Jobs that use maths, such as bookies and bankers, are in the firing line, and workers on less than 30 grand a year are 5 times more likely to be replaced by machines. Here we look into the future, the near future, to examine which industries are at risk. Here we go. Sex. And I've got to be honest, those sex robots look, actually, they do look pretty horny.
They do, but...
Although one of them is just a head.
If you're going to a special sex robot emporium, and it's going to be reusable, yuck.
No.
Ooh, plenty of wet wipes.
Your love life could be at risk as well as your job. So-called sex tech is advancing at an incredible pace. Relationships expert Dr. Helen Driscoll claims interactive, motion-sensing robots are likely to become central to the sex industry in the next few years. She said some people would choose this in preference to sex with a less than perfect human being. Totally. You got a choice. Do you want the sex bot or do you want to have the lady? The sex bot, please. Sex doll maker Real Doll is working on a toy that will blink, open its mouth and talk to users. That's all you want.
Oh, that's terrible.
David Levy and AI...
What about the emotion? What about that? It's supposed to...
Well, you hold your horses. David Levy...
I love you.
An AI expert says that by 2050, robots will have the capacity to fall in love with humans.
Well, it sounds painful. Sounds painful.
That's not
Can you imagine flicking through some app thing, saying, well, no, I won't have that one, I'll have that one. Oh, that one's got 2 heads and a rotary... whizzy thing. I'll have that.
Well, there'll be a little, like a little nut at the side in case you want to tighten.
Oh.
God.
Or you just, if it's a fella sex robot, because your ladies will be provided for as well, you just stamp on his right foot and it inflates.
That's how you do it in real life, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Dana, thank you very much. 0344 499 1000 Talk Radio.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up all-night generation. Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Hey, I'm Dennis.
Good morning, Iain. You old softy playing London Town. Oh, God.
It's a good song, that, isn't it?
Yes, because it was part of that business where a raid went on to Italy to rob somebody, but a bonus. Wound up with the the bus, teetering on no chance to get the...
Why are you talking about the plot of the Italian Job?
Because they played that music in there.
Did they?
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in jail. It was saying he was supposed to be in jail. He worked out the system how to do this job.
Yeah, Noel Coward was the prisoner. It was the sort of the brains behind the Italian
Right,
Job.
yeah, and then at
Did
the
they
end...
sing London Pride?
Yeah, that was London. He was part of the music in there.
I thought they sang, this is the Self-Preservation Society.
Oh, yeah, they did later on, but when he was walking back to his cell, being one of the guards, his paper and his toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's good, Noel Coward. I love Noel Coward.
Yeah, well, they think they got this bus teetering on it. Now, some kids, only about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they've worked out how to do it. How to get that stuff, save them. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Hang on a minute.
I know what you mean.
What's he talking about, Kathleen? Because I've lost the will to live.
You know, at the end, you're wondering whether they're going to go down with the gold or whether they're going to manage...
Hang on, lads. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Apparently, it was quite a while ago, Dennis, that someone worked out a formula for getting the gold and getting the...
Well, it would be easy to do. Well, you just have to... One of you has to slide down...
Yeah.
And get a bit of gold and chuck it back.
Now then,
I saw a video last week of some people rescuing a dog.
Yeah.
Using very similar technique. Did you see this? A dog was stuck in the middle of like a river with a really high concrete bank, right? And it was the water was, and this dog was just frozen. And so this fella climbed down, very fast flowing river, climbed down, got the dog and got him to the side, and he couldn't get up. It's about 30 foot up, right? And so so 3 other blokes then kind of lay themselves down, and one was holding one's legs, and then the next one was holding the next legs, and they finally managed to sort of haul the dog up. And I did think that's the sort of technique that would work for the Italian job.
Yeah, I've seen raccoons doing a similar thing in a video.
I don't think you can call them raccoons anymore.
Yeah, you can.
Anyway, Ian.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Dennis. We're boring you, mate.
Yeah.
You know the Creole business.
Table's been turned. Yes.
Well, why don't they do like the bats do? A bat will hang upside down, reduce its temperature to 0, and it's got stuff in its blood which stops it freezing, and it'll stay like that for 6 or 8 months until it comes round again in the warm weather.
Okay.
Now, why the hell don't they do what the bat does?
Thanks for calling, Dennis.
Bye-bye.
What was he talking about?
Cryogenics, I think.
Okay. Okay.
I was nodding and smiling for a lot through that, and I hadn't got a clue.
Pablo. Oh, no, hang on a minute. I've hit the wrong button. Pablo, sorry, I've kept you waiting for ages. It's been a very, very busy night. Pablo, what have you got for us?
Well, one on the John Wick thing. I'm very glad that you didn't like John Wick. I seem to be surrounded by people who like that film.
John Wick, and I quite like Keanu Reeves, and it got quite a good rating on IMDb. And I was watching it thinking, this is the most humorless, soulless, miserable film I've ever seen. It was awful.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was supposed to be some sort of like homage of a parody of a whatever, but it had no soul to it. It was just
it was tedious.
It was awful.
Tedious. Is everything all right, Pablo? A bit noisy there tonight.
Sorry, it's just I've got my baby. I've been on hold for a while, so I've had to.
No, don't apologise. Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, yes. I've just got a bit of a snotty baby on my shoulder.
Have you sucked the snot out?
No.
No, I did that with my first one, but yeah, I've been
not that bothered.
A little bit erring on the side of caution. Sorry, that's.
Do you know, I never did that. I saw those snot suckers, and I thought that was a step too far. You can get like a spray now, and I think it's made by the same people who do Calpol, and it's just a saline solution, and that does the trick. You don't have to do any sucking.
Yes, that's what we've been using with old Benny Boy.
That's awesome, isn't it? It just blasts it out.
Yeah, it's good, but then I've started on the whole helicopter parenting side of things, worrying about his salt levels. Is it getting too much?
Bit of Vicks on the pillow?
Not allowed. They've got to be. It's like 2 years old.
You're joking. Oh well. Listen, I'm not. Don't listen to me, but
Snuffle Babe. That's what you get. It's like Vicks.
I'm just looking at the. I'm going to the Real Doll website.
Blimey.
I wouldn't mind a sex doll. Pablo.
Ian, I've had a child on my shoulder.
Sorry.
And you're taking sex dolls.
All right. Oh, look at her. Cheeky. They need to do... They've got... Oh, God. Look at that one for $6,000. They've done... oh, that's a bloke. They've worked a lot on the boobs. I would suggest they need to spend a little bit more time on the faces.
They always look quite shocked.
Well, you would be.
Well,
Torsos, doll accessories, extra faces, transgender.
Oh, gosh. You can just buy the bits. If you can't afford the $6,000.
Yeah, you can just buy the bits.
Just have a tenner's worth.
Oh, God.
Well, they just, took a skin-coloured jumper into a pair of tights or something.
Oh, God.
Just put a face mask on the top. Save yourself a load of money.
Yeah. Was there anything else, Pablo?
Oh, yes. In regards to stuffings, cremations, I'm at a funeral myself tomorrow. Sunrise, sunset. I was thinking an option that I've always wanted to go for is stuffing. We could go for the taxidermy route. And then that way you could only take up so much space, but it would be above ground, and you could be put on a plinth, maybe outside your favourite place, saying, this fella used to be here.
Or you could do what we're doing with the Elf on the Shelf at the moment, and you could be put in a variety of poses and, surprise your kids.
I could be like one of those, what do you call them, those models, statues, the artists use to draw pictures.
The living statue.
Just have that, just life-size version of that, something for the kids to play with.
Oh, God. Horrible.
Something to remember me by.
They certainly won't forget you.
Well, definitely not, and I'm going to have a fixed rictus grin as well, so that'll be quite, it'll be nice. The gift that keeps on giving. I'll probably have to get my eyeballs replaced with marbles, but other than that...
Or you could go for something fun, go for goggle eyes.
Do you want to get in touch with these sex doll people, the real doll? Because I'm looking at this, and this is absolutely stunning.
Let me see.
Maybe they could turn you into a sex doll.
Oh, sorry, I've just thought combine the two. Rather than actually using your body, just get yourself, as in memoriam, get a line of sex dolls of yourself made.
Yeah, you could do... Listen, I'm going to let you go because I feel inappropriate talking about this while you're holding a baby.
Oh, my God.
That's, Lady Bits.
Yeah.
Oh.
That reminds me, I need to get,
You're better than that. What? You're better than that. You're better than that. So that's Tanya. Tanya's $7,149.
Good grief.
Let's go. I want the most expensive. I'm going to do it. Buy cheap, buy twice. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Flipping heck. Let's find the most expensive one here.
Because that's not weird, is it?
Natalie's. No,
that's
no.
That's not the actions of a madman.
Here we go. It's
sometimes I
Quinn.
say you can be too honest.
Yes.
Wow.
Quinn is $8,073.
What do you get for that?
Well, you get body A, skin tone medium, freckles, face and body, eye colour blue-grey, wig colour strawberry, lip colour custom. Let's have a little look. She's got French manicure, pubic hair is shaved.
Do you know she looks like?
She is, actually.
She looks like Mrs. Trump.
Yep. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I mean... God. Oh, nice. I'm assuming the clothes are extra. Well, Christmas, yes, they do. You can. Ed's asked a valid question. Do they have interchangeable, customisable parts? Yes, they do. Actually, you can, or you could
just
like
buy, Dyson,
or you could just buy the part if you want. We have no calls for the first time in 2.5 hours of this show. The phone lines are empty. So now is an excellent time to call. 0344 499 1000. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Oh dear. I'll be tired tomorrow. I'm up early tomorrow, as it's my eldest's Christmas play tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to.
My eldest isn't doing one.
Really? Why?
They don't do one in the final year of middle school.
Oh.
Because she's going to be in the pantomime.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, but that's January.
Well, mine's got his show tomorrow, so we're going to go and see that. Then I'll go back to bed for a couple of hours, and I'll be picking the boys up from school. So it's a long old day tomorrow. So I'm all fat again. I had to wear my suit today. Well, I had to wear a suit. I have more than one suit, guys. Come on.
It's a nice suit.
This is a really nice suit, although it's getting a little bit... I've probably got like 2 more dry cleans in it before it'll get a little bit shiny. But because I'm put on so much weight, I can't do the trousers up. So you get 2 metal clips on the trousers. Well, I'm getting the furthest metal clip on the nearest hook, so because I'm a fat git, and I'm putting all this weight again. Oh, I hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, but all this stuff about having ruined it, just get back on again. See,
Back
it's motivation for your
But the
next
thing is,
spin.
that means I've done 3 weeks at the gym.
Takes a while to kick in, though.
Oh, Jesus. I mean...
In fact, if I remember rightly, I was going to the gym every day at one point, and I put weight on.
Okay.
But I think that's muscle.
Yeah.
So there's a
I
bit of
hate
that going on as well.
I hate it. Anyway. Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon.
I've not called in for a little while.
No, what's...
After getting the sack.
Well, you embarrassed yourself?
Well...
But you'd have taken that... I know you, Simon, not literally, but you would have taken that as an incentive to prove me wrong and to get stronger. So what have you been up to for the last couple of weeks?
Well, I've caused a bit of international media storm the last 48 hours, I would say.
Uh-oh, why? By saying that Farage was up for Time Personality of the Year?
I don't know who he is. But...
Wow.
I have literally... basically, I'm a bit of a football fan, as you may know.
Yeah.
And I put my football club on eBay for sale.
Oh, yeah.
And in the space of 3 hours, it went from 99p to £65,000.
Wow, is it on eBay now?
It is on eBay now, yes.
Let's have...
So it's called Basingstoke Town Football Club.
Hang on, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look, see. Hang on a second. What do you mean it's your football club? You own it?
No, that's the funny thing. The chairman didn't know about it, so I put it on there. And obviously it upset a few people.
Oh, I can't see it.
Are you on ebay.co.uk and Basingstoke Town?
Basingstoke Town, yeah. And maybe they've taken it down.
No, it got back. It's up there, right?
Hang on.
And I was on the BBC South Today programme.
There we go. Basingstoke Town Football Club, £65,900.
That's right.
Collection only.
Yep.
But if it's not yours to sell...
Who really owns a football club, though?
The owners?
I don't want to... All the supporters.
No.
No, it's the owners.
Is it, though?
Yes.
The clue's in the name.
Definitely is the owners. Oh, hang on a minute. It's got debts of £2 million.
Yeah.
Right. So you're selling a debt of £2 million for £65,900.
Good, I made a profit, haven't I? That's good, isn't it?
But I don't understand why eBay haven't taken that down.
Well, it went down, and then I had to ring them up, and they relisted it because they took it down because it went up so quickly. Yeah. They thought it was a security issue.
Well, okay, well.
But I've been speaking to the media all week.
But so who gets that money?
Really, I should get a percentage of it, shouldn't I?
Well,
Julie, can you make any sense of this?
No, not really, apart from the fact that people will buy anything on eBay, as evidenced by once my husband, as a joke to prove his point, put on... You know how people kind of put items on and then list it as rare?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, everything you list on eBay you put as rare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Collector's item. Are you aware of the saying as rare as rocking horse?
Yes.
So he's got some shavings, like wood shavings, put it in a framed box and said, "This is rocking horse, rare."
Beautiful.
And some people bought it.
This is the I'm walking proof that people buy crap on eBay. Just go to my spare room.
But I don't understand the football club thing. It doesn't make sense, and I'm a little bit morally have problems with it. If I'm honest.
What if it's bought by the Chinese, Simon?
Exactly,
and they torture the players.
Well, I don't mind as long as they improve the club, really.
Okay, so are you making a statement because the club is pony?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, you're making a statement.
But what do people get if they what do they get?
They get a debt of £2 million.
Well, good luck with that auction.
I think it's just a bit of fun. I don't know.
It's all good PR, isn't it? Everyone knows I'm a marketing genius.
Well,
good. Best of luck with it, Simon.
Cool. Happy Christmas.
Ta-ta. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Let's get it right.
Thought he'd been quiet.
Julie.
Yes.
What you got for us?
Well, I've been looking at that Real Dolls website.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
a
just
little
tweeted
bit.
the link.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
But I've got a question. It's obviously most of those are for males to buy. There don't seem to be anything. But I feel a bit weird about the fact they sell just the torsos or just the bits.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can't afford...
But I don't know if that's just a man thing, that it's not important, but...
Well, hang on a minute. Are you saying that paraplegics can't have sex?
Well,
because they haven't got the arms and the legs. Well,
faces.
I do think, yeah, I know what you mean.
It's maybe, but here's the thing. Maybe that some people get turned on by that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, is that there's one thing that's saying, well, it's, economics mean that I can't buy the whole body. I mean, you can buy a pair of feet for people who are so inclined.
You could always cut out a picture from a magazine if you... If you're going to go down that route.
Or maybe get the professor from yesterday to draw an imagined face.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, well, the thing is, if you can use a picture from a magazine, then you might as well just use a picture from a magazine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get into the mind of...
Listen, right, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys, right? Some people are lonely. Some people find interaction with real people impossible. And the thought of asking a girl out, they just couldn't do it. The thought of even going and paying a real human being for sex, and they just couldn't do it. So if they've got a spare $6,500, $7,000 to spend, well, who's to begrudge them that?
Absolutely. But if they had one of these dolls, do you think that they would talk to them as if they were an actual woman?
I bet they do some freaky stuff with that doll, actually. Proper freaky, what the hell?
And again, I'm not judging, but I just think, the pillow talk afterwards is going to be a bit one-sided.
Well, again,
maybe that's
you
what
say
they want.
You say that as though it's a bad thing. Right, good night. I mean, where's the issue there?
I'll tell you what my issue with it is.
Yeah.
Storage, because I haven't really got enough storage to put my Hoover away. I mean, where am I going to put that?
Just be in bed all day. Be in bed
Also,
already.
when you've always got coats and jackets, you could use it kind of as a mannequin, I guess.
How do you explain that in company?
Or just by the sink.
God.
With the skirt lifted up. Ready for action.
Wow.
Ready to go. You come home from work. Don't do the washing up, darling. Do this. You know what I'm talking about, Julie. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know, baby.
Yeah, you got it.
I've got a dishwasher.
Well. I hope that's cleared things up, Julie.
Yeah, perfectly.
Thanks very much indeed. 0344 499 1000.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
So, it's Douglas Chats. Hang on a minute. Dougie Anderson is coming on the show tomorrow. He's a friend of mine, and hang on, I need to delete because I've done the wrong thing. And he's a very funny man. He's got a new thing on YouTube, and we're going to talk about that, and we'll geeky about music and all of that. But he's had his Twitter hacked.
Oh.
So he's got a new Twitter. So he's now on Douglas Chats, which I'm just tweeting. But he's going to come in tomorrow and talk about his... how does someone hack into someone's Twitter? How can someone guess a password? I suppose if they've been hacked into, like, TalkTalk or something, then they get all your info. I've answered my own boring question there, so that's... Last 12 minutes of the show, dear listener. We have no calls lined up. How many calls have we had tonight? We've had
Loads.
Okay.
We had 7 in the second hour.
Right.
5 in the first.
Right.
And I'll count the other ones after.
It's been an all right show tonight.
Yeah.
It
bumped along.
Can't stop yawning. If you want to call, you can. But for the last 20 minutes, we're only going to talk about Muslims, Brexit and Trump. That's it. In terms of phone calls. We'll talk about other stuff, but you can only phone in if you want to talk about Muslims, Brexit and Trump. Now, I don't understand this story. I've not fully listened to this story. I heard the headline and didn't believe it, so let's investigate it, shall we, in the dying moments of the show. It's a record. Sales of vinyl overtake digital downloads. Now, I can't believe this, so I'm assuming there is some caveat. Like, it's like... on one specific day or something. It can't be in 2016 more records were sold than digital downloads. I can't believe that. Let's read more. The hiss and crackle of vinyl is making... Here we go. All right. Okay. I see what the catch is. Sales of vinyl overtake digital downloads. And I can see... Okay, I get the story. It's not true. The hiss and crackle of vinyl is making a return this Christmas as record sales overtake downloads for the first time. Sales of albums on vinyl totalled £2.4 million last week, outstripping digital downloads at £2.1 million. So more money has been spent on vinyl than has been spent on downloads.
That makes sense because records are more expensive.
Records are like about 15, 16 quid. You want a new album now. Yeah. And here's the thing. And I know this because I work in the record industry. Most new records, people go, oh, it's rich sound, fat sound. It's not. Most new records are pressed from the same WAV files that the CDs are made from. So you're hearing exactly the same quality as the CD. It's not improved by being on vinyl. It is the same stuff. It's not. Records from the 70s and 80s sound richer and fatter because they're taken from the master tape direct onto the thing. These are the same compressed files that you get when you go on iTunes and you download them. It's the same thing. So unless it's something by the Monkees that I like, even though I didn't buy the last album on vinyl, I bought some of the singles from it. But I won't buy a new album on vinyl because it's pointless. I mean, some of them look nice. Occasionally I will, but not very often.
I saw that was, where was it? HMV are talking, I've got an advert at the moment saying that they're selling, a turntable and you can buy all these amazing records. And it's like, Amy Winehouse, stuff like that. They're all recorded digitally. So like you say, it won't be any different.
Well, it's not the way they're recorded. It's because, you can still get a fat sound out of a digital recording, but bollocks. It's the first time this has happened since the advent of the digital download with the launch of Apple's iTunes website in the UK in 2004. The figures represent a dramatic turnaround for what was dismissed as a dead technology. It's all the more... Oh, by the way, I've got... we've got one record coming out for Record Store Day on my record label. We think. You have to submit... The way Record Store Day works, I think it's March or April next year, you have to submit what you want to release, and they'll let you know whether they accept it or not. They turn some of them down, apparently. But fingers crossed, we've got a Stephen Page EP coming out as part of Record Store Day. We've got the tracks, we've got the cover. We just have to submit it to Record Store Day and see what they say. And it's brilliant. It's it's an EP, so it's 4 little songs that he recorded, 4 short songs that he recorded for a musical that he did, and they're wonderful. We're also hopefully got a Davy Jones of the Monkees single coming out. That's exciting. That's our first Davy Jones release, but we're just trying to sort that out. It is all the more surprising because albums bought on vinyl are considerably more expensive than a download. For example, the new live Kate Bush album is 60 quid on vinyl and 17 quid on download.
£60?
Adele's album 25 is £17.99 on vinyl versus £9.99 as a download. And the new Rolling Stones studio album, Blue and Boring, is £25 on vinyl, 11 quid as a download. I mean... a lot has been said about the honesty of listening to music on vinyl with all the hiss and crackle. Oh, we're going to bring the record player in on New Year's Eve. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the record player in and we're going to play all the beds from records.
All right.
Stuff. Then I'm going to chuck all my records out. A lot has been said about the honesty of listening to music on vinyl with all the hiss and crackle. However, it seems a significant number of buyers see them as a decoration or a fashion accessory. A poll earlier this year found that 41% of people who've bought a vinyl LP or single have not listened to it. Astonishingly, 7% of purchasers did not even have a turntable. Well, they're idiots then. Those people are idiots. I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't quite the story that we were being encouraged to think it was. I knew it wasn't the story. I don't know. I am toying with the idea of having lots of anxiety dreams about having too much stuff and having to move and pack all this stuff. And I just can't fit it all in boxes and all of this. And I do think I'm going to get rid of a lot of my things. I think that's the plan. I think that's what I'm going to do.
What about if you put it in storage for a bit, see if you miss it?
God, no, I won't. Well, it doesn't work like that, does it? Because I know that I still have it, and then I'm ending up paying for storage as well. So it don't work like that, does it? Here's the mirror. Let's end on this. Christmas advice. Oh, I'm suddenly very, very tired. Mum's tips for Christmas success. Mums have revealed their 20 best tips for a Christmas day of peace and goodwill. A quarter told they recall 6 terrible Christmas days. 1 in 4 rated themselves excellent hosts, half as good, but 1 in 20 admitted being not great. Gosh, this is a name. Spokeswoman and mum of 2, Faye Mingo, said Christmas can be stressful, especially with excited children running around. Get organised so you can concentrate on having good old-fashioned fun. Here are their top 20. Oh, for God's sake.
What paper is this?
This is the Mirror. Jesus. I mean,
why is it just the mums? You might have less trouble if it's just
20.
They've got some help.
Plan your TV schedule. All right, that's sensible. 19. Everyone out of the house for an hour while you're cooking lunch.
What?
On Christmas Day. You don't go out of the house on Christmas. It's only in the last few years we've started going for a walk after Christmas lunch. Up until I was in my mid-30s, would not leave the house on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. I thought it was weird. Buy ready peeled sprouts. Oh, come on. Number 16. What year was this written? No, it's 2016. Never allow mother-in-law in the kitchen.
What?
15. Have low expectations in terms of your own gifts. I've told everyone I don't want nothing. I don't want anything this year. It's just, again, it's just stuff, isn't it? It's all stuff. We've all got too much stuff. And it would just be nicer if we didn't have so much stuff. So I don't want anything. I'm not saying that, oh, you got me something. Genuine, I don't want anything. I don't want any books or any CDs or any of that stuff. If I need it, I know a man. Never mix your drinks. Never allow politics or religion to be discussed at the dinner table. What? On Christmas? Some people are religious. It's Christmas. You know
whose birthday it is? Not today.
Come on, guys. It's.
Wow.
Everyone else does the washing up. I think that's fair enough. If you've cooked,
well, yeah.
It's the guys' jobs. It's the guys' job.
I don't really understand why the woman is in there on her own.
Well, because it says the rules. Everyone's got to be out of the house while you're cooking.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, this is nuts. Don't let the kids up before 6:30 a.m. You can't stop them.
What are you going to do, strap them to the beds?
Flipping heck. Make a note of who's given which present. Yeah, that's good.
We do that for thank you notes.
Yeah, thank you notes. We do thank you notes. Never buy cheap crackers. Buy cheap, buy twice. That's going to be the title of my autobiography. Put champagne in the fridge. What? Gosh, someone's been damaged. Never open old wounds with family members. Gosh, someone's had some right humdingers of a fight on Christmas. Number 6, not too much chocolate before lunch. It's Christmas! Shut up!
Chocolate for breakfast.
Chocolate? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Christmas breakfast is a fry-up, is a full English, is a full-set breakfast. It is fry-up, beautiful. I will settle for scrambled egg on toast, but it should really be a fry-up with bacon, sausages, fried sliced beans, mushrooms. Oh. Used to go, Christmas Eve, used to always go for a greasy spoon. Big fry-up. Beautiful. And Christmas dinner, you're supposed to be stuffed by the time Christmas dinner comes. You say, I'm never going to finish this. You will. You'll finish it. You'll finish it. Don't forget to call elderly relatives. Number 4, don't overdo it on Christmas Eve. These are awful, and they get worse. Number 3, make sure your partner is at hand to help at all times. Can I help you, darling? Number 2, don't forget the pigs in blankets.
What, that's an actual thing on its own?
Yeah.
What about don't forget the turkey? Don't forget the carrots.
Pigs in blankets, that's an horrific name, isn't it? Because it's dead pig wrapped in dead pig.
Well, you know, I've got a funny thing about putting chicken in the same supermarket bag as eggs.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And the number 1 tip for Christmas from mums is prepare the veg of the day before. Well, that was...
Wow. Those mums are a hoot, aren't they?
Those mums is crazy, I tells ya. Right. That's it, that's your lot. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Dougie Anderson. Friday, I'm tempted for the first 2 hours on Friday. New callers only, I think we'll do. You have been warned. First 2 hours on Friday, we'll do new callers only, I think. We've been meaning to do it for ages and just not got round to it. So we shall do that. Don't forget, you can download the podcast, dear listener. If you do it on iTunes, do please leave a cheeky little review. Or 5 stars. It was all very helpful. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Ed. Good night.
Talk Radio.
Join the Talk Nation.
Pick up your phone and talk radio.
We'll get you talking.